In 2016, around half of all cars registered in this country were petrol, and as the fuel is cheaper to buy than diesel, it makes sense in a small hatch that might not cover huge distances over a year's driving. This is why manufacturers like Renault, Volkswagen and Skoda are plugging away with smaller petrol-engined models, especially in the wake of VW's dieselgate scandal. The Clio is the latest car to undergo a series of small changes, with Renault subtly updating the design inside and out, as well as adding new options including LED headlights and a Bose stereo. But to be the best in the class, it'll have to see off the challenge from our favorite supermini, the Volkswagen Polo, as well as Skoda's practical Fabia. The three cars we test here all produce the same amount of power, plus there's not much to separate our contenders on price, with only £435 between the cheapest and most expensive. It promises to be a close battle, then, but which supermini will reign supreme? The engine range in the Clio is split 50-50, with a choice of 3 diesel and 3 petrol units. Of the latter, we'd avoid the less efficient entry-level 1.2 naturally aspirated petrol, while the higher-powered TCE 120 turbo is expensive. So it's the turbocharged TCE 90 petrol we focus on here. In Dynamicus nav trim it comes in at £16,265. Testers notes: thankfully, Renault has removed the plastic inserts that could scratch your palms while working the steering wheel. New leather feels nicer, but material quality still trails here. The new Clio gets lots of standard equipment and is reasonably affordable on finance, but it's simply too expensive as a company car and depreciates too steeply for private buyers to be a contender here. Factor in its brittle ride, lackluster dynamics and plasticky interior, and it doesn't have the attributes to beat two of the best superminis on sale today. The Volkswagen Polo is the yardstick when it comes to small hatchbacks, and here we test the 5-door Polo Beats, added to the range in 2016 to match the Clio. Fitted with the brand's 1.2 C90 petrol engine hooked up to a 5-speed manual gearbox, the car costs £15,990. Testers notes: the Beats white paint, red details and grey interior won't be to everyone's taste, but if you want the upgraded stereo you'll have to put up with the looks. The Polo takes the victory, but only by a whisker. It doesn't boast the practicality of the Fabia, but it's roomy enough, and the size doesn't impact on usability. Added superior performance and driving dynamics, a higher quality cabin and impressive levels of connectivity as standard, and the VW still stands out as the best all-rounder in this market. With a commendation at our annual New Car Awards last year, the Skoda Fabia is a tough competitor in the supermini class. The new Clio has to beat the best to take victory here, and it'll be a tough job against the Skoda. In high-spec Monte Carlo trim, this 1.2 C90 model costs £15,830, making it the most affordable choice out of our test trio. Testers notes: that Monte Carlo isn't the most appealing model in the Fabia range. The lower spec SE still offers some decent kit. Spend the savings on a few well-chosen extras. It's not such a good overall package as the Polo, but the Fabia is still a strong choice. And while the price is close to the VW's, going up against its rivals' premium badge is made easier by Skoda's flexible, affordable finance deals. It's not so obvious as a cash buy, so while there's little to split the two on efficiency, we'd save by going for a Fabia SE with well-chosen extras.